Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of the Taylor Neely Show. Oh boy, in-house special guest. Guys, would you guess it? You can see her on the internet. You can find her. She'll tell you because she wants to tell you more than she wants me to tell you. She wants to give you the scoop. You just heard her voice. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Angel Contreras on the podcast today, special guest.
Is this the only camera?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know why I thought you shot with two cameras.
No.
I think because of the way you put the
way when I cut the clips, it makes you look like you're sitting on me. Mm-hmm. So it's especially funny when it was Luke.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
How was your day?
Good. Mostly good.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the gym.
Yes.
That's about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
What'd you do at the gym?
I did like one leg lunges.
Yes.
Hip thrusts and sumo deadlifts. Yeah.
Which one was the hardest?
Probably the first one, even though that's the less weight, but like doing one leg stuff.
Yeah.
Is always hard. And it's always, it was the first thing in the pre-workout, hadn't really hit yet. So like I was tired. And by the time I was doing the deadlifts, I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. What kind of pre-workout do you take?
I take Ghost Legend. Red berry Sour Patch Kid flavor.
I don't think I think that should not be. I don't think we should be naming pre-workouts after vapes. I don't think pre-workouts and vapes should be marketed towards kids.
Is there a vape called Ghost?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Probably.
They have ghost flavored vape, and then it's like it's probably like
what does a ghost taste like?
I don't know, slime, ectoplasm.
What? Where did that go? Why did people start saying that ghosts had like slime? You know?
Well, Ghostbusters had the slime ghost.
Whoever's encountered a slime ghost, like anyone.
Yeah. Scooby-Doo?
No, but like.
You mean like ancient times?
No, there's like people who claim to see ghosts and no one ever mentions slime.
Slime ghost.
Yeah.
Because slime is probably creepy. If you were, but then you ever watch Nickelodeon Slime Awards? Mm-hmm. That's not ghosts.
No, that's just
slime.
That's just slime.
What is that made out of though? Is that slime like what kids? Is that what all the kids are talking about? Slime? They love slime.
They do love slime.
You ever talk to a kid about slime?
No.
They go crazy.
That sounds like illegal.
It's a kid. It's slime for kids, it's not gross slime.
What are you doing talking to kids about slime,
I
Taylor?
I just heard about this on
You're gonna get arrested. Don't go around playgrounds talking about slime.
I don't go near playgrounds because I get hurt. One time when I just remembered this. One time when that was a good sip. One time when I was a little I went to Barrington Elementary School. And Barrington.
Like Paddington Bear?
Yeah, Barrington.
Did they wear little uniforms?
No. I went to public school.
Okay.
But a very good public school.
I was going to say, you know a public school is bad when they make them wear uniforms sometimes.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Or maybe that makes it better. I don't know.
I don't know. Do you think there's a correlation to like, I grew up in Upper Arlington, which is like an upper middle class type area in Columbus. Is that just like, are those areas they usually have better public schools?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like,
because our public schools were very good.
I feel like suburban areas always have better schools.
Yeah. What was your elementary school called?
I went to St. Ambrose Catholic School.
You went to Catholic school?
Yeah. For elementary school. I think my parents tried to put me in public school, but then they tried to put me and my brother in ESL.
Yeah.
Which didn't make any sense because we don't really even speak Spanish that good. Yeah. Like there was something with the class placement and them being weird. So then my mom was like, no, I want them to get a good education. Yeah. So she put us in Catholic school.
Did you do art in elementary school? I loved art.
I did. I loved art. I loved drawing. I had a drawing entered into the rodeo in 3rd grade.
That's amazing.
I got a blue ribbon.
What is that, the winner? Or just like
I think it was just a participation.
Yeah.
I don't think I actually like placed in anything. Out of all the kids who went to a Catholic school that submitted something that year, I think they gave me the blue ribbon.
What'd you draw?
A cowgirl.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fun. Houston? You're from Houston. Mm-hmm. What was the name of the hospital you were born in?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know the name of mine either. Were you born?
Should I know that?
I don't know.
It was like the first place I ever was.
I was born at St. Anne's. Yeah. That was the first place you ever were.
It's the first place I ever was, and I don't know where I'm pretty sure I can like picture it in Houston. Like we used to drive past it, but I don't remember what it was called.
It's probably on your birth certificate.
Yeah.
Do you have that? Like somewhere?
I haven't seen it in a while. I have it somewhere, but I don't know where.
I have a safe with my birth certificate and social security number, card, and passport, and then a bunch of shit I probably should throw out. I saved a bunch of tax documents and put them in a safe.
Yeah.
And really, it's just the cheapest safe of all time. It's just more like my special storage box.
Is it fireproof?
No. How
are you gonna have a safe that's not fireproof?
It was my beginner safe.
I want to get a fireproof safe.
Yeah.
Right now, I just have like a metal box I put everything in.
That's pretty much mine is because I don't lock it.
And half of mine is like tax stuff that I don't need anymore. Just that I'm scared to throw away.
Yeah, I just have like the first time I did taxes, I put it all in there. And now it's like, I'm probably not as careful with taxes as I should be, but hey, that's neither here nor there.
The IRS is listening.
I hope so. I need the listeners at this point. Speaking of listeners or whatever, Angel, you can be seen on OFTV.
OFTV.
Yes.
That's OnlyFans TV. You don't have to have an OnlyFans account to watch OFTV. I'm on the last episode of the Atlanta episodes of LMAOF.
Did they do, so OnlyFans is doing comedy. They're also doing like cooking shows with porn stars, but they don't have sex.
Right, they're just cooking.
Elsa Jean and Riley Reid is in one. I didn't watch it, but I just saw like advertisements for it.
Yeah.
I swear I don't watch porn. That's disgusting. And what are they doing? Anything else? Are they doing sports?
I feel like they are.
Yeah.
Because I keep saying,
Pull that closer.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean back, and I feel like I've just been leaning forward this whole time.
Yeah, you can. I can also bump yours up. There we go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
This is like hearing myself back is weird.
Is it weird? You get used to it.
What were we talking about?
OnlyFans sports. What sports do you think they should do if they do sports?
They do a lot of yoga, which is kind of still just the porn.
Still just sexual.
Yeah.
How's the OnlyFans experience been?
A lot.
Yeah.
But good. Overall good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've not had to look for a job very quickly, so that's nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
You were a lawyer.
Yeah.
And now you're not a lawyer.
And now I'm not. Now I'm just a comedian and OnlyFans creator.
Probably not what you expected.
No. Like a year ago, if I wouldn't have thought I'd be where I am right now. I don't know in a good or bad way.
Right. Well, I think life, things don't work out how you expect them to, but they
work out how they should.
Yeah. And I was sharing in an AA meeting last night, like there's some saying I heard once, like things will work out or they will work out. So they're going to work out one way or the other.
Okay.
I don't know if that's insightful or sometimes when I'm saying stuff, I'll be like, this is going to sound so, so touching and philosophical and good. And then I say it, I'm like, no one's applauding.
I'm too cynical because like that you're right. Like that makes sense. Like that reminds me of the phrase, like in the end everything will be okay. So if it's not okay, it's not the end. Like that's kind of the same sentiment.
Yeah.
But it's just so optimistic that it's hard for me to like take it to heart.
Yeah.
I need to get over that. I need to be more optimistic.
What was the first? What do you think you're more cynical or more optimistic in general?
I think it depends on the time of day.
In the morning.
Cynical.
Why?
Because I'm angry. It's morning.
You gotta get up.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to go to work early. When you're a lawyer, you had to go to work at like 9.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Yeah. And that's like not that early. I got lucky that my judges just held court kind of later.
Oh yeah, when I had jury duty and they paid me $15 to sit in the waiting room forever. That was at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
When do the judges get there?
I think if they're calling a jury, they might get there about that time too. Yeah. But usually, it depends on the judge. They kind of create their own schedules.
Yeah.
But usually, like some will get there earlier, but some will.
Yeah.
I remember this one judge that would get there later than me. Like she'd get there at like 10.
Yeah. Are there any judges that like had a sense of humor? Like did anyone in law, were there any like, funny judges or lawyers and stuff? I mean, you're a lawyer, you were funny, so obviously, but were you ever funny in court?
No, I don't think so. A couple of times I tried to make jokes. Sorry, I don't want to like cough into the mic. Like my first jury trial, I think I tried to make a joke during jury selection. It was really stupid. and they didn't laugh. And then I stopped trying to do that.
You bombed.
I bombed jury selection. We'd make like little jokes here and there in court, but also like it was just such serious stuff that it almost would bother me when attorneys would make jokes because like it just wasn't the place.
Yeah. Do defendants or plaintiffs ever make jokes?
Yeah, kind of. Plaintiffs, since I did criminal work, would always just be the state, and I think that's when it would bother me when they would make jokes because I'm like, come on, we're doing serious stuff, but. We'd joke a lot in our office, like within the public defender's office about each other's cases. That was like the fun time to joke.
Lawyers seem like they party a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're the second. I think they're the second. I was going to say the second highest rated for partying, but I think it's actually the second.
Suicide?
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's suicide isn't a party.
No, I don't think so.
I think some people do probably kill themselves after a party.
Maybe.
Just get really drunk.
Yeah.
Or on drugs.
Yeah. Accidental.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, people, lawyers are wild.
Yeah.
They drink a lot.
Yeah. I had my wrestling coach all growing up from first grade to senior of high school. He was a lawyer. But he was like, he worked at Bricker and Eckler. And he wasn't a court lawyer.
Yeah, I only was in court a good bit because I did criminal. Most lawyers aren't in court.
I didn't realize it was a lot just paperwork.
A lot of paperwork, a lot of filing things with the court, but not actually being there.
That seems boring. But does every lawyer have to go to law school?
Yeah.
Are there any like RNs for, you know how like there's RN PAs? Is there
paralegals?
Okay.
Paralegals are law clerks. And I think they have like, you can be a paralegal or a law clerk without taking any training, but I think they have specialized training so that you can get hired easily. Yeah.
Did you ever have like a Good Will Hunting type situation where the janitor solves a case?
Trying to think. Kind of.
Okay.
It wasn't a janitor. It was actually another, it was like a brand new attorney. Yeah. So it wasn't my case. It was someone else's case, but it like was really a big deal. There was some case that was going to trial. It was a DUI. And again, this wasn't my case, but my understanding was like the lawyer advised the guy to like maybe not go to trial. Like it wasn't, was it a DUI or was it obstruction? I don't know. It was some sort of traffic incident where this dude got into it with a cop and then he ended up getting charged with like whatever. And then they kept watching the videos to see what, and like trying to get other people's
perspectives. Dash cam footage?
Yeah, the body cam, the dash cam footage. And our intern / like new hire lawyer who was still taking the bar realized that he had a 3 percenters tattoo. The cop who was making the arrest. I
don't know what that is.
I didn't either. Yeah. Which is, I kind of knew, like I'd heard about it, but I didn't know that much. It's like a white supremacist group.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And they have like some pretty extreme beliefs. Yeah. And so she like...
Well, being a white supremacist to begin with is pretty extreme, so...
Yeah, but like, that is... You're right. That is pretty extreme, but they also like stuff about the government. I don't know. I don't remember. But it's an extreme group to be a part of, right? And this police officer who made this arrest, if I remember correctly now, I think it was an obstruction case, so it was kind of a like discretion of the person. Yeah. They brought it up with the prosecutors that he had this tattoo, and the person who had been arrested was a minority too, so that it all went away, which doesn't happen a lot for us, or it didn't happen a lot in public defender's office.
Are there cases where there's like so much work that gets put into it and then it just gets, the judges like throws it away?
I mean, every trial, so much work gets put into it, and then it's just whatever someone's decision is.
Wow. Are there statistics on like, well, what's the saying? Like a lawyer's job isn't to find the facts. It's like to prove their side. Or what am I trying to say? There's like, it's like you're not trying to like prove exactly what, like the truth of it. You're trying to.
Just because you did it doesn't mean you're guilty.
Yeah, right. That's insane. That's insane. That's a billboard probably in Atlanta.
I'm pretty sure it is.
There's so many, maybe I just didn't notice it as a kid, but there's so many injury attorney lawyers in Atlanta. and billboards. There's so much billboard space of injury attorneys.
People slip and fall.
People slip and fall, and they get in fender benders, but they really hurt their back.
They really do.
It really hurts.
One time I went to the chiropractor, and I realized that it was a scam because the intake form, the first question they asked was, when was your car accident?
Yeah. That's cool, but it's a whole scam industry.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Ken Nugent is a billionaire, I think, off of... And he doesn't even do, like, practice.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I should get into personal injury.
You always could go back into it.
It's so boring, though.
Yeah.
Like how we were talking about the stuff that never goes to court. It's all of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because they just settle.
Yeah.
If everyone's always settling. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
They just, like, look through the evidence in the case, and, like, if there's enough that you could possibly win at court, then you, like, show that to the other side, and then you'll settle so that you don't have to go. You threaten them with it, but never actually go.
Yeah. Wow. What are you into? Like, you're into comedy. You're into law. So much into law.
I've taken such a break from law. Like, I'm like the worst lawyer to talk to about.
What made you want to get into law?
Can I, like, be frank about it?
Yeah.
It's like, it sounds horrible. I was kind of just bored.
Yeah.
Like, I was after I graduated, when I got my bachelor's degree, I moved to Atlanta. And I was leasing apartments. Like, that was my first job out of college. And I met these 1Ls, so first years in law school at Georgia State. And law school looked really fun, like partying with them. And I called my dad the next day because I started, like, looking up LSAT stuff and, like, things to get into law school. And I was like, do you think, like, what would you think about me going to law school? And he said, I think it would make your mom really happy. And then I would just, like, immediately apply to take the test. And I got in, like, last minute at Georgia State. Yeah.
Were the tests hard?
I like standardized tests.
Really?
I mean, it's hard. I didn't think the LSAT was that hard. I actually kind of enjoyed studying for it because back when I took it, they had logic games on it. So some of it was like, I don't know. Yeah. It felt like.
Were you a good student in, like, growing up?
I was up until about high school.
Okay, is Alabama hard to get into? It's a big school, right? It's an SEC school.
Yeah.
SEC powerhouse.
Roll Tide.
Well, I'm not going to say that, but
say it.
I can't go Please. Buckeyes. I can't.
How much would it cost for me to get you to say Roll Tide?
Oh, not much. $20. I would say it, but it would hurt my soul.
What if I Venmo you $20 right now to say Roll Tide?
We don't have to do that. I can't accept $20.
I don't feel like spending $20.
No, you don't. Either. You wouldn't.
I'm gonna AI generate your voice into saying Roll Tide.
I'm sure you could do it at this point. AI is pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, and I feel like I could, like, feed it enough sample podcasts.
There's enough. There's probably 100 podcast episode total now.
Yeah,
that you could do it. AI is pretty. It is everywhere. There's, like, lawyer jobs I feel like are going to go away.
There were a couple of lawyers that got in trouble because they wrote, like, arguments to the court, papers that they filed.
Yeah.
And they cited, like, cases that didn't exist because they just had AI write the motions for them.
Yeah.
And so AI was just citing made up law.
Oh, made up law.
Yeah.
What's the made up? Okay, wait, what? What do you mean made up law?
Like, it would say that they should rule in this way because Jefferson versus Abraham.
They made up cases?
like totally fake cases and stuff.
And they got in trouble.
And then the poor lawyer, I mean, not really, because, like, what are you doing that? But, like, they got caught because, like, people went and fact checked stuff.
Yeah.
They looked at the citations.
Were they fucked?
I think they got reprimanded. They probably weren't too fucked. Usually they, like, they put lawyers on suspension. There's, like, a good amount of leeway. Like, you have to fuck up multiple times to lose your license.
Man, I wonder if it's easier to fuck up there's more leeway as a doctor or as a lawyer. You can fuck up people's lives both.
I feel like there's probably more leeway as a lawyer.
Yeah.
You can fuck up people's lives as both, which is part of why I don't practice anymore, because it was just so much pressure and I didn't want to be fucking up anyone's life.
Right.
But I feel like the bar probably, I don't really know, but I would assume the state bar isn't as, like, you will literally kill someone as a doctor.
Yeah. It feels like states have different, as far as laws go, it feels like Georgia is more lax on certain things, at least with like traffic stuff. Like in Ohio, people do not get pulled over in Atlanta for speeding. In Ohio, people get pulled over for speeding a lot.
Yeah, but how does Ohio handle speeding?
I don't know.
Because Atlanta is actually pretty tough on their traffic code.
Oh,
like
okay.
you could literally go to jail for a year for speeding.
What? But
because it's considered a misdemeanor here.
Have they thrown people in jail for speeding?
So
How much speeding though?
However much speeding. The situation that we used to see a lot, and we'd have to warn clients before they went to trial on it, is it'd be like a DUI where they wanted to dispute the DUI, but they got pulled over for speeding. And what would happen sometimes is the jury would find them not guilty on the DUI, but find them guilty of the speeding.
Yeah.
And then the judge would be like mad that they lost because some of the judges consider themselves the prosecutor, so they'd be like mad that they were found not guilty on the DUI, and they'll put them in jail for the speeding. Yeah. So we'd have to like warn people that would likely happen a lot.
Do you speed a lot?
I don't.
Do you like to? You don't drive recklessly?
What do you consider recklessly? I don't drive like fast. I drive a little. Sometimes I do my makeup in the car.
Yeah.
It's
maybe a little reckless. You never drink and drive though, obviously.
Obviously.
That's a crime. No one does that.
No one, never.
If you're a good person, you don't drink and drive.
No.
I used to drink and drive so much in high school.
In high school?
Oh, yes.
When did you start drinking?
15.
Damn.
15. First time I got drunk with my friend Joey Prines. He took pictures on his desktop computer. We were so drunk, 15 years old, and we posted them on Facebook.
It sounds like a crime.
Someone told me it could be a crime because we're underage.
What were y'all doing in the pictures?
Just shirtless flexing.
This sounds vaguely like a crime.
And they're just on Facebook forever.
Hell yeah. I mean, you could delete them.
But the memories. The Facebook memories.
The borderline child pornography memories.
And this was 13 years ago. 13 years isn't that long of a time.
I guess not.
Yeah.
In the grand perspective of things.
Yeah.
But it kind of is. That's over a decade.
How do you think the world will end?
Idiocracy.
Do you think it'll be by our hands or like the world explodes?
I think that's 50-50.
Yeah. Because the way things are going right now, it's like it seems like the country could devolve into civil war any day now, or nothing at all will happen. Like it feels like people are so freaked out about Trump becoming president again, and like it's going to destroy the country, rip it apart. But I feel like things will be the same. Things have been the same. I mean, the economy's bad right now, but things are mostly the same for me, at least.
Yeah, I think a lot of the stuff with having undesirable president, it doesn't happen right away. It happens later, like
after the fact,
like the Roe versus Wade stuff. Like the judges and stuff that Trump will put in place are gonna make. They're planting the seeds for a different future.
Yeah, if I had a dog, I would name him Rover Wade. Yeah, I don't know. There's that's one thing why I stopped paying attention to news so much, because it would just make me mad.
I had to stop paying attention to the news in 2020 because it like people were like concerned for me because of like I was like getting very, very depressed during the like I had a friend come over and I was watching CNN and they just had the like death toll of everyone who died from COVID and I felt like no one was taking it seriously and I was just like, what is humanity? And just like sobbing in my living room most days.
You smoke a lot of weed too though.
No, I don't.
Angel is in recovery. She's sober, completely sober. You can
there was a little bit of a little bit of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I realized that just not watching CNN helped my mental health a whole lot.
Did you have cable?
I had YouTube TV.
Okay, I have YouTube TV. No, I don't. I did, but I buy it for college football, but that's it.
And then you turn it off when college football's over.
Yes, because I don't want to pay $70 a month.
Fair.
I have other things to spend $70 a month on.
Like what?
Greens, athletic greens, except the cheaper version, bulletproof, because I don't want to spend $90 a month.
What's the cheaper version of athletic greens?
Bulletproof.
Lazy purples.
They just send you bags of spinach. There's powdered spinach.
Why can't I make myself just eat like bags of spinach, but I'll like make myself drink a greens drink. And it's just as gross.
The greens drink, I think it just packs in a lot more nutrients.
What if that's not even greens in there? What if that's just like...
That's one of the craziest things as I've realized in the past year or two. It's like how much bad shit is in our food and our drinks and stuff, and like microplastics.
I probably have lead poisoning.
From what?
From this candy called Lucas.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's this Mexican chili powder candy.
Yeah.
And they have different forms. But like the classic kind is this like spicy sweet chili powder, and we like put it on. It's kind of like Tajin, but older.
Tajin.
The powder you put it on fruits and stuff.
Tajin?
Yeah, not that one, but the one.
I barely know her.
What? Sorry, I was rambling, but I was gonna say a news report came out that candy Lucas was like riddled with lead.
Like the Stanley Cups.
Are they? There's like a part in them that has lead in it, right?
I don't care. A little lead never hurt nobody.
I mean, I'm fine.
I'm pretty good, and I breathe in. I wear masks at work now because I was breathing.
Now?
Well, there was a time where I didn't, and then I was like, I need to. So I have a bunch of K95s in my truck just because, and I have a respirator. It looks like I'm going down into the mines.
Do you ever go down into the mines?
Of my mind. Got to take a flashlight.
Yeah, take a flashlight. Is it dark in there?
It's dark. Didn't pay the bills. Didn't pay the mine electricity bills.
That's gonna be the future one day. Elon put.
Oh, Neuralink.
Have you heard of? They called it telepathy.
I just want to know how it feels to be a dog.
Is that what you would do with Neuralink?
That's all I want to figure out. I want to know what it's like to be a dog. I want to know what it's like to be a cat. I want to know what it's like to be a dolphin. I want to know what it's like to perceive reality as a dog or a cat. Like I want to feel what their emotions are, like the ebbs and flows of a dog's emotions. Like, because they don't. I mean, they have their version of sadness and loneliness.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're just. Maybe this is me having an ego as a human, but I would imagine that they're just a little bit emotionally less mature than us.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen those videos of a dog owner putting a GoPro on their dog, and then they'll leave for work to see and then the dog's just sobbing, crying the whole time the owner's at work? Really? Yeah.
How so?
Like the dog, like the owner will go to work, and then the dog will like kind of whimper by the door, and then after a while, I'll find the video and like send it to you or something.
We'll put it on the green screen.
Put it on. It's really sad.
Yeah.
But I think it probably depends on the personality of the animal. But I feel like feeling the ebbs and flows of a dog's emotions probably like more of a roller coaster than you think.
Yeah. That's why I don't have a dog, because it's like I love dogs, but I couldn't leave a dog here. I go to work and I go do comedy, and I'm not home that much.
Yeah.
I would feel so bad.
Yeah, I almost got a dog.
Yeah.
Like in law school. I had agreed to take this dog that a friend of mine found on the side of the road. Yeah. And then my roommate was like, you absolutely cannot have that dog. Yeah. And because I was never home. Yeah. And she was like, I'm not going to take care of it. That was really sad. But now I'm glad she did that, because I couldn't imagine having one right now.
Did I tell you about my friend that got attacked by his stray pit bull that his roommate took in?
No.
Oh, man.
Oh. I'd be pissed if my roommate took it.
This story. Do you want to hear the story?
Yeah,
it has a sad ending. But,
sorry. Oh no.
Well, it's a crazy story. And okay, so his roommate took in a stray pit bull, and all was good. But then my friend Spencer, he comes home one day, and this was like 2 Mondays ago, and the dog just freaked out on him, and just like he had bite marks all over him, and just like his arms were all fucked up. But then like, the dog latched onto his arm right here, would not let go. Like, he could not get it off. And the first question I asked him was, did you put a finger in its butt? And he did not do that. That's what you're supposed to do. If a dog won't let go of biting, you put a finger right in its butt.
If a dog has its jaw clamped down on my arm right here, I don't know that I'm going to be capable of finding its butthole and sticking my finger in it.
But he, it wouldn't let go of his thing, and he like ran it, like he felt like he was getting like nerve damage. He felt like his hand going numb, and it would not let go. And he had to he ran across the street, like, help, this is hurting. And he like went over to the neighbor's house. The neighbors
with the dog on it?
Yeah. He had to hold it, and like the neighbors wouldn't help him. And he was like,
what do you do?
Yeah, but then he was like, oh, give me a knife or something. So they like threw him a knife and he had to stab the dog.
Yeah.
And like, that's all he could do. And it's like, that is so frightening.
Was his roommate like a dog rescuer?
I don't know.
Or did he, because like, I don't, people underestimate how strong some of these dogs are.
Even small dogs. Small dogs are more likely to bite too.
Yeah, but like a Chihuahua or like a...
Chihuahua.
Yeah. Say it like that again.
Chihuahua.
A Chihuahua. Is it like they'll bite you more likely, but they're not going to do any nerve damage.
Yeah.
You're not going to have to stab it. Like you can literally just like unhinge its jaw and take it off of you.
Right. There's I tried to do this as a joke. It didn't work. I want to say you think it's you know how like if a dog is attacking you, it like bites onto you, it won't let go. You put a finger in its butt. Don't try that with a shark. It's not that funny. It's fine. I did it.
I think it's just confusing because I didn't know the thing about the dog.
Okay. I think most everyone does, but that's okay.
I don't think anyone knows that.
I think most people know that. I think it's a known. It's like, you know, it's the thing when you're a kid, you learn treat people the way you want to be treated. Say please and thank you. Stick a finger in a dog's butt if it bites and won't let go.
I think you're supposed to like punch it in the face.
No, that's a shark.
It's probably the same thing for both. It's probably the same thing for most animals.
You're supposed to bite the shark back.
Nuh-uh.
If you're getting bit by a shark, you're fucked. That's done. You're done.
I was going to say, I feel like I would bite the shark back, like just to make one last joke, you know?
That's like I think that's one of my biggest fears, being eaten alive by an animal. Can you imagine?
I'm very scared of whales.
I mean, that pain, obviously you go into shock, but there was this video circulating online for a while, this Egyptian guy, or this Russian guy in Egypt getting eaten by a shark and just like screaming. He's like, Papa, like screaming for his dad. It's just like very brutal to watch, but he's getting eaten by a shark.
On the beach?
No, like in the water.
Yeah, but like why did he encounter the shark? He was just on the beach?
Well, he was picking on it.
Oh. No, okay, that makes me feel.
No, he was just swimming, and the shark attacked him.
Oh, tell me he was picking on it again, then I don't feel so bad.
He's being really mean. He was pinching it.
Okay.
He's pinching it and calling it bad names, calling it racial slurs that didn't even make sense. He called it the N-word. You can't call a shark that.
No.
The shark was really like politically active, so it really pissed him off.
Are you calling the shark Antifa right now?
Yeah, the shark was Antifa. What
did I sign up for?
So then all the a bunch of like Egyptians then like caught some random bull shark and just beat the shit out of it and killed it.
And it wasn't even the one that
they don't know. It could have been some random shark. Or maybe it was, because they probably could tell if it had like blood on its mouth.
We gotta just leave the ocean to the sharks.
For real, I don't like going in the ocean very much. I like the beach.
I like the beach.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the ocean.
Yeah.
I don't think it's my territory. Like I think that's for the sharks and the whales.
I don't care about sharks at all.
That's a lie.
Well, I mean, I do have a shark tattoo, but I think they're cool. They're majestic, beautiful creatures. But I don't. I mean, they're dinosaurs.
Do you have the shark tattoo because you love sharks?
No, because I just it was a Friday the 13th deal they were doing, and I just asked my guy to put up a cowboy hat on it. So it's kind of like the shark from
Shark Tales?
No, Toy Story.
There's a shark in Toy Story?
Yeah, remember he's like the shark does an impression of Woody. He's like, "I'm Woody, howdy, howdy, howdy," and he has the cowboy hat.
Is that like Toy Story 3?
I think it's Toy Story 5.
There's a 5?
That's probably like 2 or 1.
There's so many Toy Stories.
Speak of someone I would like to be eaten by a shark. The dog downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
It barks a lot.
Yeah.
I don't. It's clearly barking at people outside, but sometimes I don't think there's anyone out there.
At least you're above it, because like I feel like that's worse for the people who are right next to it,
As opposed to like in the same room as it.
Yeah.
That would stink.
Well, not just that, but the people who like share a wall with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All was good when no one lived down there. When I first moved in here, someone would hit the ceiling with a broom.
Because of your walking?
I walk heavy.
Yeah.
I got heavy heels.
Yeah, and you could put more rug.
No, there's no time.
Yeah.
When did you get into comedy? What made you want to?
I really like comedy.
Yeah.
And then I had a friend who was doing an open. She had like a stand-up competition at work.
Yeah.
So then she started doing open mics to like prepare for that, and I went to. It's not a good story. I need to make up a better story.
Yeah.
But I went to the Laughing Skull open mic with her.
Yeah.
And did it like plan to do it just once, and.
Didn't you say that Bill Burr was on your first one?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
No, it was our first one, and at the end, since it was my first one, I was sitting like in the audience. I didn't know that comics could like sit in the back yet.
Of course.
So then the host came out at the end of the list and was like, "We have a special drop-in." It was Bill Burr.
Yeah.
And the audience was mostly people who had come to see like a specific comic.
Yeah.
So he kind of bombed. It was great material.
Yeah.
It was just kind of dicey material.
Did they know who he was? Did they care?
I don't know if they cared. I don't know that they did know. I have no idea if they knew who he was, but he was doing material about how white privilege doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And don't love the topic, but it was actually good material. But the people in the audience were just clearly not comedy fans.
Yeah.
And were not playing, like not taking it. But it was nice to see like one of the best people in the game bomb. Like to know that that's everyone does that.
Yeah.
Everyone has a bomb.
It's my favorite time of the podcast where I go pee and Angel fills the dead air.
Wait, what?
Fill the dead air.
I have to fill the dead air?
You can promote yourself. You can talk about the ground. You can talk about space. You can talk about anything you want.
I'm so nearsighted, and I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder, and I can't tell what I look like at all. Why do I have to fill the dead air? My OnlyFans is at Angel Comedy, and my Instagram is at Angel Brooke. This is so weird because I don't know where I need to get a new contact prescription. OnlyFans is Angel Comedy, and Instagram is at Angel Brooke with an E at the end. I have a TikTok too, but I don't remember my handle. But if you go to the link tree on my other pages, you can find a link to my TikTok. Taylor. I've just been looking confusingly into the viewfinder. It's too far away.
Which part?
The screen where I can see myself. Is that what it's called? I don't know.
What did I miss? What did you tell the people?
I told them my OnlyFans and my Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I told them I couldn't see very far.
Yeah. Noob Assassin, I know you're listening. You're my favorite listener. Listen, sorry about that last episode when AJ and Kenny pointed a gun at you. You know, I'm so deeply sorry about that.
They pointed a gun at you?
Yeah. And I didn't approve of it. And I could have cut it, but it's going to stay in because I wasn't complicit in that.
That's going to bury the video.
I could cut it.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think it matters for me at this point.
Oh.
I'm not getting crazy views on stuff, so.
This is going to get 1 million views.
That'd be pretty crazy. Yeah, you're on OnlyFans, Instagram, all that good stuff. Comedy, YouTube. One video that has 71,000 views.
Yeah, I need another one. That was so much pressure to have like that one do well. And now I'm like, I don't want to upload another one and it be shitty.
Yeah. What I wonder, like that's just a full set?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just post more full sets, I guess.
I guess. That was it was the perfect strike of like having done a mostly sold out show with like people who were kind of exactly my audience.
Yeah.
And then Ngozi was there with his amazing camera and so it's like high quality footage and so like a lot of laughter because the room was sold out.
Yeah.
And I think, I just haven't been able to get another tape exactly like that yet.
Yeah.
But
what, I guess still on comedy. What,
you can just sniff the mic.
Yeah. Have you seen me do that joke? Where it's like, here's my impression of a dog sniffing in your ear. It sounds like that. It's a pretty good impression. Yeah. Gotta get my sniff is better than yours. Let's be honest.
It is.
What's your, I don't know. I wouldn't describe your comedy one way or the other. But like, what is your, like, what do you like to, what do you is like your, when you're doing, thinking about jokes and stuff, what do you like to, You like to keep it more like real to life stuff, I guess.
Yeah. I don't really mean to.
Yeah.
But
that's just kind of,
I just yap.
Yeah.
I'm just yapping.
Yap.
On stage. Just yapping.
Yeah. Like a Yorkie.
So I'm just complaining about work.
Yeah.
And life.
Yeah. It's just interesting how like, when you started, what were you doing jokes about?
Dating, which I think everyone starts off with those jokes, and I still have some.
Dating's weird.
Dating's weird. That's always a ripe topic.
Yeah.
I've always done jokes about being Latina. Again, everyone does like identity jokes when they're starting out.
Yeah. So like for me being smoking crack.
Yeah.
Identity stuff.
Yeah. Like, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else I used to joke about.
Should I write a joke about the one time I peed on my friend's head?
Why'd you pee on their head?
Because he was in the woods below me. I thought it'd be funny, and
you were up high in the woods.
Yeah, he didn't think it was funny at all.
What were you doing were you just climbing trees?
We were both peeing.
Why were you physically above him?
Because there was a hill.
Oh, okay.
And then I thought,
in my head, I thought you were like in a tree.
I thought it'd be funny to just pee on his head for like a second. He was so pissed.
I'd be pissed too. That's not okay. You can't pee on people. That might be a crime.
We were underage.
Still,
we were minors.
Okay, so you wouldn't have gone.
Oh, am I going to go to juvie?
You might have gone to juvie
over peeing on my. What are you going to call 911? Hey, my friend peed on me.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd take that case.
It depends where you were.
Upper Arlington, Ohio.
And probably not take it.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
But he was mad.
Yeah. I'd be mad if someone peed on me.
What's the most hurt you ever got in your life? It's my favorite question to ask.
Like physically or emotionally?
Maybe both. I usually say physically. Like, you ever broken a bone or had an organ burst?
No, I dislocated a finger.
Oh.
And I saw it, and it didn't hurt when it happened.
Yeah.
I did. It was back when I used to do cheerleading and tumbling, and I had like a mental block over getting my standing back tuck.
Yeah.
So my coach stepped away mid tuck to like try to show me that I had it, but I freaked out and tried to catch myself, and my hands didn't touch the ground right. And when I got back up, my middle finger was like pointing that way. And I just immediately popped it back in place. And then,
oh God,
like, just like intuitively. And then after I did that is when all the pain rushed.
Oh, how bad did it hurt?
It hurt real bad. My whole hand like turned green.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I never went to the doctor. It's just kind of a fat knuckle now. I don't know. Cause I think it was just dislocated because it works fine. But like my hand was fucked up.
Damn, girl, you got fat knuckles.
I do.
That would
I
hurt.
got man hands now.
That would hurt so bad.
What's the most hurt you've ever gotten? My stomach's growling so much right now, and I can't tell if the mic's picking it up.
No, probably not.
Okay.
I haven't heard it. Thank God that dog stopped barking. I hate that. I don't like always interrupting my.
It's a pretty dog. I think I've seen it through the window.
Yeah, it's too small for. It's too big for that apartment.
Yeah.
I broke my right hand freshman year of high school because I punched a wall. I was mad at wrestling practice. I punched a padded wall, and the pads were very thin, so I got a boxer's fracture.
Boxer's fracture?
Yeah. I pulled my hamstring. That really hurt. I sprained my ankle bad. I rolled an ATV once into a ditch, and that didn't hurt that bad, actually. The ditch saved my life. I should have broken my neck or probably died, but the ditch saved my life. Big fan of ditches after that. And what? I've never gotten really, really hurt. I've never had surgery. But I want surgery so bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't.
I just want surgery for fun. I want the experience of surgery. Cut me open, chop me up, switch things around.
That's some man privilege.
Have surgery?
To be excited for it.
You think they could push my organs in different spots and it'd be okay?
No.
Why? Are your organs tethered inside, or are they just kind of there?
I think some of them are tethered, and then I think some of them are kind of loose, but they stay in place because of the other one.
Yeah.
That's my best guess.
Like if you have 2 livers, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
You have 2 kidneys.
Yeah, 2 kidneys. If you get rid of one, do the other organs fill the space, or you just have like a pocket of?
It's just empty.
Yeah,
you just get
empty.
storage now.
Yeah, just storage.
Just a little coin purse.
Yeah, a little coin. Yeah.
I think they fill the space.
They just move in there. That's crazy. The human body is nuts.
Did you ever go to like the science museum when you were little and they show like they have the anatomy?
No, I don't believe in science.
You don't believe it? That explains a lot.
Kidding, I believe in science.
What is it? Who doesn't believe in science? Everyone's shit made.
What does it explain?
They explain like because we were talking about organs, but you ever think how crazy it like your intestines are like 50 feet long. Like
I know.
We're really origami'd all up in there.
Yeah, we are really like paper in there, like a paper swan. I don't. Yeah, it's just like I don't understand how any of it works. Like any of anything works.
I don't know how anything
just
works.
You think hard enough. Close your eyes. Think hard. Are you thinking hard?
I thought we were about to think about
think
something
really hard. Like how do your guts know to move the food where it's supposed to go?
Electrical signals.
Yeah, but where do those come from? Synapses?
Yes, in your brain. I think the brain. Oh no, your neurological system.
Yeah, but what? I mean, obviously your brain sends signals to.
Why do our eyes need to be closed to think about this?
You got to picture the inside of your body, Magic School Bus style.
Yeah, I'm picturing like like the synapses and the capillaries, and they all light up and
inside
stuff.
Your head.
Yeah, all over your body.
Yeah, but how does? It's so crazy to think about. But you can think about anything. How does the wind work? You think about that. The wind just blows stuff around. I mean, obviously but where's the wind coming from? The clouds are moving.
God's farts.
God is gassy.
God is gassy.
And a bean burrito.
Mm-hmm. God went to Taco Bell and now it's windy.
Taco Bell is not bad.
I like Taco Bell.
I had some recently. It was fine.
Mm-hmm.
I've had
Doritos Locos.
Yeah, I had there at Williams Mexican Grill. They have a Fritos burrito.
What?
It's pretty good. I had it for lunch.
Where's there's a Williams Mexican Grill?
Over Edgewood,
over yonder.
Edgewood Retail District.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah. There's a Willie's right there. I didn't want to go. I like Roussan's over there. They got good sushi. Mm-hmm. So last time I had there, the seaweed was chewy.
Anytime I order Roussan's, I get teriyaki chicken.
What are your goals for the year?
Make money. Stack dough.
Stack dough?
Stack
How are
dough.
you going to do that?
Comedy and OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
And
maybe you'll get some big whale to come in.
Yeah, maybe. And also I'm applying. I've been really lazy about it, really dragging my feet, but I'm applying for like remote work too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like what? Sales?
Like remote writing jobs. And there's something called document review that lawyers can do. It's like hourly work for attorneys. It's where like big law firms will outsource like certain tasks.
Oh, so would it be related to law?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's very mind numbing work. It's like you literally look at a sheet of paper and then you have to decide if it like falls within like privilege or whether you have to give it up. Yeah. And you just do like a bunch of documents a day. I would love to do a few of those projects and just like save up money.
Yeah. Because right now your schedule is like go to comedy. And the rest of the stuff you have to just make yourself do.
Yeah. No. I realized the other day that like at some point last year or like 2 years ago, I remember telling someone that I just wish my job was just to work out all day and then do comedy at night. And right now that is my schedule.
Yeah.
And I'm like very grateful for that. Job. Yeah. No, it's great.
I wish. That's what eventually like become a headliner. And then you could just, your days are free.
But like I say that I'm just working out and doing comedy at night, but like I'm having to manage my social media and manage the OnlyFans stuff and edit clips and write stuff. And
edit clips isn't easy. It's a lot. I mean, I could do so many more clips for each episode, but I also do one a week. So I get like, if I get 2-3 clips out a week, that's good.
If I get one a week out, if I get like 2 a month out, that's good. I'm really bad about getting clip content out. That's goals for the year is to get better at
what clips. Do you use to edit?
InShot.
I don't know what that is.
It's some app. I don't know how. I'm technologically dumb. So I just use like the apps that make it easy for me.
I am curious. There's that guy that came up to you and me at church, and he was talking about how he does YouTube.
Oh, I need to reach out to him.
Yeah, and he has all these. I'm curious to what he says, because he says he has like all these like Filipino workers or something that like what's the. Because I'm curious with this podcast, can I like send it off and they'll just do clips and stuff?
Have you never gotten like messages, or do you ever check your hidden messages requests?
Yeah.
I've gotten some before from people overseas. It'll be like in India or something, and they'll just like offer to edit your videos for you at a reduced rate.
Yeah, but how do they figure out what's funny? They just watch it?
I think you give them timestamps and stuff. I think.
Yeah.
But then there's part of me that's like, that seems like a good idea, and like at least I'm giving them work. But is there any ethical questions around that?
Yeah, do they have a farm, a podcast editing farm?
Do they?
A comedy clip editing farm?
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
But there is a point. I'm not at the point where I need to outsource that kind of work, but it would be nice to just have that stuff on deck and I can just post it.
Yeah. I've got a comic right now editing some clips for me. I finally started outsourcing that stuff.
Bill Cosby.
Yes, I got Bill Cosby.
Free time in jail.
Yeah, and he's
great. He's free. I forgot.
At editing.
He's out of jail.
He is.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Put him back.
They can't. The prosecutor's fucked up.
Oh, I heard. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's crazy that how come they... So that's a case where it's like, oh, this man's obviously guilty, but they messed something up, so he's free. Mm-hmm. That's insane.
Yeah, they got... I guess they never thought that there would ever be a criminal case, and there was some sort of civil case like back in the day.
Yeah.
And so he made all these admissions because they made him a deal that if he like cooperated, they wouldn't criminally prosecute him.
Yeah.
And then for some like years later, whenever there was all the media attention, then they decided to criminally prosecute him. It was wrong because they told him that they wouldn't.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. Don't fact check me on that because I don't remember.
Do you think there's a point, producer, get on it. Mm-hmm. Do you think there's a point where like we should be allowed to medieval torture people?
No.
Like if you're so bad? Or are we past that?
I think we're past that. I think we're emotionally, as a society, I think we're progressing past that.
Yeah.
There's an argument or there's a movement right now where people want to abolish the prison system completely. Like they want to, and I don't know, I'm hesitant to put this on like tape. I don't know how I feel about that.
I feel like get rid of jail completely and do what? Well,
so that's part of the whole defund the police thing is that you'd ideally
servitude.
No, you'd put all the money into like mental health programs and community resources But
if you do something bad, like
that. My thing is like, what about the people who are dangerous?
Yeah.
Like what about the guy who's stalking his wife and she can't feel safe?
Or
like
killing.
In that, yeah.
People who kill.
People who are like threatened to do abusive people.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's where we've progressed as society is that we're already at that conversation. And I think that's good.
Where do we go from here? What's next?
Have you seen the prisons they have in like
Norway?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like nice.
I think that's I think that should be.
Because there are people that are bad, but they can be reformed.
Yeah.
I think, and there is probably there is clearly some. I haven't done a lot of research on this, but there are problems with our prison systems. I think there's also like communities where crime is like it just like people get released and then they just go right back to like there's no what am I trying to say? There's no like
accountability.
Yeah. And it's like left on the prisoners to reform themselves.
Yeah. I have never been to a prison, but whenever I was working, my understanding from talking to my old clients and talking to other attorneys was that like drugs are rampant in prison.
Oh yeah.
So like
you get drugs so easy in jail.
Well, people would like not want to go back, not just because they don't want to serve time, but because they knew they'd go back and get addicted.
That's something I'm like, if I went to prison for some reason, I'm like, I think it'd be hard for me not to do drugs. But I'm at some point I would like to. They do people do like take AA meetings into prisons. I would like to do that at some point.
You know what I'd like to do? I don't know if I ever would do it.
Get waterboarded?
No.
See what that's like?
No. Have you been waterboarded?
No.
Were you in a fraternity?
Yeah.
They didn't waterboard you?
No. I ate a butter dog.
What's a butter dog? Is that a hot dog?
A stick of butter in a hot dog bun.
That was your hazing?
There was more, but it was all fun. That's the thing is,
there was more.
hazing is like frowned upon or whatever. Like, but it was more fun. There's some stuff I wouldn't like to do again, but it wasn't like crazy.
Yeah.
They didn't make me do. They didn't.
Because you probably had a good fraternity, but there's some sickos out there that do weird shit.
We had like exercise stuff. Like during Hell Week, we had to like stay at the fraternity house, but we just did like exercise competitions but eat the butter dog thing was probably the grossest. But
at Alabama, they had I don't know if this was true for every fraternity, but a few of the pledges that I knew my freshman year weren't allowed to go to the gym. Like that was part of their hazing that they like couldn't go.
Yeah, like the whole semester.
Like until they were initiated, I guess.
That sucks.
No, like if someone at the time I was like, that's whatever. Like that didn't mean much to me because I didn't work out a lot. But now I'm so addicted to weightlifting. If someone told me, like if I got in trouble and like it would be worse for them to tell me I couldn't go to the gym for a year than to put me on probation for a year.
I don't know why I waited because I didn't go to the gym for like 2 years. I don't know why, but then like I have been recently.
Is nicotine?
No, I'm okay.
Okay,
but I appreciate it.
Will you edit that out?
The nicotine?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't get flagged.
No, because I don't want my health insurance to see.
I don't. I'll see what I can do. But no, recently I'm like going to the gym. I feel so much better. It like makes my head feel good. It makes my body feel good. Mm-hmm. I definitely feel like the whatever chemical shit it does to me. I feel like oxytocin or dopamine or.
It's so annoying how people were right about that.
I didn't think because I played sports I did baseball, wrestling, football from like 1st grade to 8th grade, and then high school wrestling, football, and sports was my life all growing up. So and I just didn't think about the those things, like the like. You were just
playing. You didn't think about like
the mental health aspects of it, and even when I was lifting a lot. I didn't think about the like, oh, it makes me feel good. But now I do it because it makes me feel good. Mm-hmm.
I started doing it just because I want a fat ass. Yeah. But now it makes me feel good.
Yeah,
now it's like cool to be able to lift a lot of weight.
Having a fat ass probably makes you feel good.
Yeah, it's harder than it seems.
I bet.
Yeah. Just force feeding myself every day, and it's still not enough.
So that's what made you initially get into exercise.
Yeah. I wanted to put on weight in a healthy way because when I was saying that I got all depressed during COVID, I got a good bit skinnier, and like I saw some stage photos of me, and it just was like, oh girl, like you need to do something.
It's weird looking back on because I've seen photos of me at certain times, and at the time you don't realize how you look, but looking back, like, oh, I look so different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's just part of the journey.
Yeah. I also think the Instagram algorithm kind of tricked me into getting really into the gym. Because I think I started like weirdly following like fitness influencers and then like following like activewear brands. And then I got really into like Lululemon and that like made me work out more too. Like that's like the one positive thing the algorithm's ever done for me is like make me more interested in the gym.
I don't like when I go on Instagram and I have something I need to do and I immediately get distracted and forget.
Yeah.
I hate that because I had something to do and then I just see the explore pages.
And then you just see someone's like gym pictures and immediately get distracted and forget.
Yeah. Or like golf stuff. Mine's a lot of golf. Mine's a lot of golf and cars and memes. It's been more memes lately. But the problem with I was trying to curate just memes and now it's a lot of really bad memes. So I'm back to curating a different algorithm for me.
How do you do you just like
follow a lot of meme pages, like a lot of meme stuff?
Yeah. I get very like specific formats of memes. I really like my algorithm right now. It might not be good for me, but I get a lot of nostalgic like early 2000s socialites memes with like sassy sayings over them and they're fun. I'll repost them.
I just get a lot of vegetables.
I love it. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's just all vegetables in my.
No, you don't even
algorithm.
like vegetables. You're not liking pictures of vegetables.
I love vegetables. I'm only eating vegetables right now.
Vegetables?
I love vegetables.
You don't even know how to say it right.
Vegetables are my favorite thing to eat.
Okay.
I eat vegetables all day, every day. Wake up, green juice. For lunch, carrots. Dinner, zucchinis.
I kind of want a carrot now.
I like a carrot. I saw a meme today that was like, it was something for baby carrots. It was like, I have a great idea for baby carrots. They'll just be really small carrots. Go on, and they'll be wet all the time. Which when you open a bag of carrots, they're wet.
Yeah, but that's better than them being dry. You ever see like an ashy carrot? They're not good. You don't want those.
Put some lotion on that carrot.
Yeah, the ranch.
Oh, carrot lotion. Yeah, ranch is the lotion for carrots.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's 1 hour right there.
Yeah, I got to get ready.
You got to go to Smith's.
Got to go Smith's.
Smith's Old Bar every Wednesday.
Smith's Old Bar.
Tell them.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah.
The list drops at 7:30 p.m. or whenever I get there.
Yeah. And there's only like 60 people that sign up.
Only like 1 million people who sign up.
And it only goes 2.5 hours long.
It only makes me want to kill myself. No, I'm kidding. I can't say that.
You get paid for it.
No, I get paid for it. I just get a Red Bull and go. They feed me. I get paid for it. They feed me. It's all good.
It's probably worth it.
It's worth it. I get to go
get a lot of
stage
time too.
Yeah, I get a lot of stage time, but it is also kind of weird because like one thing about hosting is you have to try to make the room good, but then I want to just work on new stuff every week. So then I have to like make people laugh, but try to do something new in there. Yeah, we'll see what I do today.
Okay, well, we covered so much and we didn't cover anything at all, but that's the joy of Taylor Neely's show. We really don't talk about anything whatsoever. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Do you have anything else you want to say before we let the people go?
No.
Okay, Angel Contreras, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed it. Come back next time for, the rambling stylings of me, Taylor Neely. That's what I do here. That's what we do here. We're all so proud that you are still listening. Thank you so much. Goodbye. I love you.